You said to wait.
Getting the full picture.
Okay, this is our tent talk
Can
for
we see me?
the third.
I can't see. I can never see them.
I know.
Side.
We can definitely see you.
All right.
Anyway, we're this is our third time to camp, including Camp 0, so 0, 1, 2. So technically, it's our second 24-hour period, so to speak. And we went about 14 and a half miles. Is that what it was?
Maybe so.
A little shorter than we wanted, but abruptly during the middle of the day, and I might add rudely,
Very rude.
it was very rude. The winds came barreling down Pond Inlet from Baffin Bay from southeast, right?
Yes.
And
Which it hadn't blown like that for a week.
yeah, until we got out here, and it really wreaked havoc on us, especially in some of the shallows and before some of the points were built up ahead. We get a little break right after a point, but man, it just picked up right again. And dropped the wind chill, so we were a bit nippy out there while it was beating the crap out of us. And, it was fortunate it was from the back, or we wouldn't have made any headway. But we found a nice beach. We pulled over and decided to regroup, and we had gotten the weather report from Barbara last night that everything was just muy bien, and so that wasn't correct. It changed this morning abruptly. She once we stopped and I gave her a call, she talked to Titus, and Titus said, "Oh yeah, we're in this really horrible place right now, this location where it's always bad, and that if we go another 5 to 6 miles, the world will be a better place." So Titus hadn't led us wrong. So I kind of like that idea. And that'll be right around where we get to Nihilist Glacier. What's it called?
Surmullic?
Surmullic Glacier.
No, it won't be Surmullic.
No, it
No,
won't quite be
Cut-
Surmullic.
Cut-
It'll be
Surmullic
whatever's
Lake.
coming down this valley.
Kudzu Glacier. And it'll be the glacier before
Surmullic.
Surmullic Glacier.
They just call it Daryl around here.
They just call it there because it's slow moving, cold, and just doesn't get it.
It is very annoying.
They're annoying. So
The annoying
leaves a
glacier.
trail of debris in its way, and
It's just to educate people about things.
that everybody already knows.
It's a real pasty glacier.
Pasty can't really grow a beard or mustache, but it just gives it his best. Anyway,
Or frosted. It's a frosted glacier.
Frosted glacier.
That's what I meant to say.
anyway, so that was rough, but we did great. Rebecca even went over halfway, but saved herself. She actually executed a perfect, not a roll. We were right together, so she
Assisted roll.
assisted roll. She grabbed herself, hopped herself back up, and kicked ass, took names. And we went through some really, really gnarly water with waves coming from every direction. In between this one last place, a few hundred yards from where we landed, it was in between an iceberg and the shore. And man, it was just some 4-foot high, kick butt water from every direction, every freaking direction.
To add to the mix, we've got the wind-driven waves coming down Pond Inlet and into Eclipse Sound at this southeasterly direction, and then we get these outflows of these melted glaciers, and they are like small little whitewater rivers just blasting into the sound.
Pouring, just
So they hit the water and they jettison way out there, and these wind-driven waves are crossing that action. So it's quite special.
Yeah, it's really kind of odd.
Real mix of waters.
They don't look like they're very big creeks or rivers. I guess they're more creeks, but man, they have a great effect out here when they hit.
That was the worst one, for sure.
Yeah, this last one was pretty rough. We've been paddling next to some sheer cliffs that go straight up. That's been pretty cool to see. Beautiful waterfalls. Last night we saw a pod of beluga whales making its way up the coast, which was
right next
cool.
to the camp.
Rebecca heard them. Thought they were herd of buffalo, but they weren't.
I thought it was bears.
Thought it was
I
bears
thought it was
breathing
like
heavy.
Bears breathing really heavy, and I was like, oh
So
my God.
creepy bears. creepy bears. Anyway, but it turned out to be these really cool, very cute belugas. And then Jeff spotted a whale at our current campsite here. It looked like
A couple hours ago.
it was one of those big whales out there blowing stuff and doing things that whales do.
Rubbing his belly on the beach or something. He was up
Feeling
here in
good.
the shallows.
Yeah, he was
He
scratching,
hung out for a
scratching
while.
off some barnacles. So it's been a momentous day. We're making headway. I'd say we're about 28 miles in, right around 27. And luckily we do have some time built in to our
For this kind of stuff.
for our schedule for exactly this kind of thing. So, and then Titus also said the next 4 or 5 days should be really great conditions for us to paddle. So we're looking forward to that. Not having had that quite yet, so that'll be good. Anyway, anything to add? We've been eating our fine food and getting regular, and packing our stuff, learning how to pack it all. We got a lot of stuff.
Getting better at putting up the bear fence.
Bear fence. We don't know if it works.
It
no
doesn't
one-
have a light or an indicator. Nobody's willing to test it just yet.
I've told the guys if you just pee on it, there's no consequences.
Yeah.
They don't believe me.
Yeah, she's working on that. So, anyway, that's all we got for today. Which is, what is the date?
It's Wednesday.
August 3rd.
Yeah.
August 3rd. You know where your children are. And we're gonna get. Oh, we're leaving at. We're gonna be on the water by 4 in the morning. So we're gonna get up at 2 to
Also known around here as daylight.
whatever.
You know.
It's daylight no matter what.
It'll be just like this. I don't know if it's midnight or what right now, but
Right.
you know.
Anyway, so we're gonna be on the water 4. That's when Titus said it's still gonna be heavy out there, but it'll be a light heavy flow, as they say. But it's anyway, that'll be our best chance for getting through it. And like I said, if we just John Wayne 5 to 6 miles, he said everything's gonna be great because the Eclipse Sound will open up and we'll get a break from the southeast winds from the land,
Baffin
the
Island
mountains.
itself.
Yeah, from Baffin Island where the mountains are right there, so that'll retard the wind.
And this system's going to stay with it for 4 days.
Right. So so whoever stays here is gonna not do well. So that's what we got. We heard that. Oh, also Robert Ewens took off today from Tuktoyaktuk about noon. That was news. Carl Kruger is making headway, albeit slowly. He's having to walk his sup a lot, and he broke a fin, and he's soaking up water in his sup, but he's moving along. He had to lay up for 2 days doing nothing because of the weather on his end, which was predictable, like ours. And that's it. That's it for Tech Talk. Oh, and we had fun with cartography today. We brought out our map and figured out where we were, where we've been, and where we're going. So it's fun with cartography. All right. You good? You good?
All good.
Alrighty. Good night. Good news.
Love you.
Love you.